on the draw. Oh, something I learned at the professor is that EDH players and modern players have different definitions of grindy. EDH players think that grindy is decks with like prison pieces, like slow prison pieces that are gonna. They're grindy means make the game slower. Grindy just means make the game slower, and then modern players define grindy as like card advantage. Divination is grindy. Could time be a problem here, IRL? Maybe for you. I don't usually time out. I've done it like I actually timed out in a competitive match for the first time in like years this year, but if you play fast, you shouldn't worry too much. As a primary EDH player, I disagree with that. Yeah, maybe it's just like the professor's definition. Is Cloth this morning playable? Not really. Yeah, we can pay out the prediction. Armado, 14 months, thank you. What did I win at Modern Last Chance? The ability to play in a qualifier tournament this weekend. This Saturday. Tune in to twitch.tv/aspiringspike to see me fight for a Pro Tour invite and Mox invite. First, it's gonna be first place. I can't remember how big these events usually are. I think they're like, maybe somebody can remind me, but I haven't played in one in a while. I haven't really grinded them very much, but they're like 60-ish people, I think. Very competitive event though. Very competitive event. I'm likely gonna play this deck in the qualifier. There's a few other things I'm considering. Honestly, like if I could like switch to a different deck and play the stream offline, and people are gonna keep hands thinking I'm playing food. But you probably don't gain that many percentage points, right? Okay, Fable would be really good here. I also have a second Saga if I really need to feel like I'm on Saga tokens. I'm gonna get the Fable down. 32-ish? Oh, I thought it was more than that. Okay, so that's actually very exciting. This is the only Modern Showcase Challenge or Modern Showcase Qualifier I've played in like probably close to 6 months, maybe more than that. Maybe I'm forgetting about like one, but I just like don't really play in these events these days because I'm just more focused on the content, and so like to win the only one I played in a long time is cool. I think I'm gonna discard the Fable and the Daredevil here. Ooh. I guess I can cast the Steelseeker. Yeah, I can cast the Steelseeker off the treasure token, so let me do that. Opponent's playing a blue or a white-red Stoneblade deck. I may or may not be a Spike Brew. Okay, so they're really unlikely to have removal if they're not going to kill my Shaman, so I'll just do these. Main phase, mostly try to fight a Troll King. Whenever an artifact enters the battlefield under your control, draw a card, baby. Draw a freaking card. Does VC mean Magus? It means main deck Blood Moon, because I don't know. I've played a lot of different versions of the deck. It was actually a big help towards winning the trophy race, the Stoneblade deck. I thought it was really good. I think I want all the mites. I want extra Boseijus. I don't know how many extra Boseijus. Probably like 2. They're going to have a lot of resting pieces post board, so I think I'm going to go down like 2 Troll Kings. I oftentimes cut the geese in the interactive matchups. They don't have that much removal is kind of the thing here. I think on the draw I'll go down like 2 Fable, 2 Geese. Steelseeker better than Trail of Crumbs. Steelseeker is like maybe the best card in this deck. It is much better than Trail of Crumbs too. This first Breach would I like more. I don't know. Like Breach is very good. Breach is very good. Breach also has a big target on its head. I think Breach got worse with like Haywire Mite. Not like much worse, but Mite is really good against them. It got maybe better with Third Path Iconoclast and Research Desk though. Yeah, I think Mite is really good. Seems like so much of the meta is weak to Artifact Hate. That's true. I mean, like, what's nice about this deck is this deck has so much card advantage. If your opponent does have Artifact Hate, you're just, like, able to, like, outgrind it a lot of the time. I know you talked about going down to trouble, we decide against it. Yeah, so that's a great question. The biggest thing is this deck is so grindy, so full of card advantage, so able to outgrind most opponents that I think you want to maximize your payoffs. You want to maximize your payoffs and not increase the number of card advantage spells in the deck. And so this does mean, of course, I think I might just not play Cookbook turn 1. Kebab Pizza, great username, thank you for the 14 months. Is Galvanic Blast worth a couple slots? I mean, we don't have a couple slots, you know what I mean? Like, if I had a couple slots, I'd play more Fable. And if I had more slots, I'd play Ragavan. If I had, like, one more slot, I'd play the first Trail or the first Research Desk. So, like, something like Galvanic Blast is, like, 7 slots away from making the deck. How was my time on Shuffle and Play? It was awesome. It was very, very cool. It is a really good thing, I think, for the community that the professor puts these on. Just for the love of the game. Very, very good community building exercise. Do I like this better than Time Civ deck? I've been waiting. So, like, one thing is, I've only played one league with Time Civ post Haywire Mite. I think Haywire Mite is amazing in the deck with Emery. We 4-1'd one league. Even feeling like I got like particularly unlucky in my one loss. Not that that matters that much, I guess. I do still like that deck. Yes, I want to play more of it. This deck has also been like a runaway slam dunk. We are 32-7. That is a ridiculous win rate. This deck has been like just a runaway slam dunk. Do you feel the Jund? This Jund version is this is green red. It's better than the Solte version with Emery to loot mites and baubles and such. Again, yeah, the Solte version we've played, that version is very good too. The one with Time Civ Manufactor. But you know, we have this is a incredible win rate with a big sample size. This is actually our 40th match. This is currently our 40th match. David, 9 months, thank you. Finale is mostly to just put Asmo into play for 2 mana, but this next turn we'll get a Steelseeker. Yeah, so tonight I think I'm going to playtest Steelseeker in Sultai over Ledger Shredder and just see how that card performs there. Because like one thing about Steelseeker is it's much better here because you have Mutt and Troll King as 8 additional cards to hit for value. Steelseeker might still just be better than Shredder in that deck though. What's the overall record out of 40? You can see it in the top right-hand corner. We're currently 32-7, and then this is the 40th match, so we're up a game. One of those leagues was played off-stream, but it was recorded for Channel Fireball, so all of the matches recorded too. Salte with Unearth. Yeah, you can look at the Stream Decker, and yeah, I'll pull it up because we've been talking about it. So again, this is a deck we played a lot. Also, like a big help during a trophy race, I believe. Or maybe this is actually probably post trophy race. But this is the Sultai version of the deck. I like it a lot. Right now, the green is just for Haywire Mite, but Mite is really, really good with Emery. And so I want to try Steelseeker over Ledger Shredder in this deck. And probably with a few more green sources. What an unbelievable draw. Should this be 41st? Maybe I can't count. No, 32 plus 9 is 39, so this is 40th. Oh yeah, yeah. We didn't finish every league because we dropped so that we could focus on the showcase thing. I see. I see. Just casually triggering this 6 times this turn. 2 mana, draw 6. Not quite that good, right? I guess we could just keep an Asmo on top here, huh? Oh, whoops. I don't know how that happened. I just clicked no on the Daredevil trigger. Okay, we have 1 less food, huh? No more books for Asmo. Yeah, but they're a creature deck. You want to have access to an Asmo. Hardcast the Batterskull. Okay, so here I think I need to... Because I misclicked on the Daredevil, I have to go like Mutt to get the Daredevil back here. Probably should do always yes. That's a great card to find. So I think with this trigger still in the stack, I want to, you know, do this for more selection if there's a card I want to draw. Like that one. So we can discard the Boseiju, return the Boseiju. Let's find some Troll Kings. I guess I cited out 2 of them. So need to Boseiju the Blood Moon before we play that. Anybody hungry? Yeah, I mean, Blood Moon, we'll kill the Blood Moon so we can play the Saga next turn, probably. But I agree, they're probably stuck on, like, Ranger Captain and stuff. Booster Therapy, 22 months, thank you. Yeah, Pugadid, my friend Danny, after pre-release goes, "Hey Everett, I think the Steelseeker card could be really good at Modern. It was great in my pre-release." And I'm falling asleep, and I'm like, "That's great, Danny. I'll think about it." And now Danny feels so vindicated. So vindicated. Where was the deck list, Danny? Where is the deck list? This card was great in my pre-release. You're right, you're right. What can I say? IRL deck. No, this is not the guy who cuts the hammers. If it was, I wouldn't say it, but it's not Danny. Alpine Moon for Saga matchups. Yeah, Saga and Tron. We 4-1 the last league. So if we Boseiju their Blood Moon, they could potentially hardcast Saga, or sorry, hardcast the Cauldron, so we can maybe need the Finale for Haywire Mite here. Okay, let me just start off with the Boseiju on the Blood Moon. I have to imagine the intention was for it to trigger non-token artifact. I actually genuinely believe that... I think that this... They probably thought that this could be a potential upgrade for food. I don't know that they completely missed it. I mean, the card is not... You know... it's not like a stupid broken card. It's just like a normal broken card. Just normal good card, right? It's a 2 mana 1/2. People will learn to kill this on site. They like, I do think that is a big part of why we're winning so lot is people are like still just not killing Steelseeker on site. They're like, you know, killing Asmo instead. Steelseeker is better than Asmo. So we're unearthing so we can find so we can draw the Haywire Mite and have them play for the Cauldron. It's also like Steelseeker just like can't fit in that many decks too, so it's kind of tired of the triggers here. So it's not like a Ledger Shredder in the sense that it just kind of goes in a million strategies, if that makes sense. Also, where are my Troll Kings? I know I cited 2 out, so 2 of them on the sideboard. There we go. Tony, thank you for the raid. Hope you're doing well today. I have a deck tech for Fisher. Come everybody from Tony's stream. Like DRC, it's DRC, but like you get cards in the hand a lot of the time. Really would like to find my second Troll King. I wonder if this deck's easier to play in paper. It also just feels like we just always hit a card here too. Okay, that's all. That's the 4th Urza Saga. Okay, so we can click. I can probably just grave that actually. I just need to dig for the Troll King. Oh, whoops. I've already played my land, so I want to hold up the Haywire Mite activation. So let's just cool it for this turn. That's enough, I think. That's enough of that. What if we deck? We're not going to. Have you gotten to kill Finale? No, I haven't. Surely that's not going to happen here, right? Oh, it'll happen, and don't call me Shirley. You're not supposed to kill Stoneforge response to the trigger. I'm just getting lazy, but it's also like they already have the Cauldron and the Battery Skull, so it doesn't really matter. And they know the Stoneforge is going to die. Just never mind. Doesn't matter. Does not matter. We also have Lethal, right? We just ping with the Wrenn and Six. They're main decking Sword of War and Peace. I hate the War and Peace. Okay, there's a deck check just redeemed. Missed it. Wilderness Shark Explosion. I don't like Expansion Explosion in Reclamation. If you want to play it as a pet card, that's fine. I think the card is bad. My opponent has asked me, do I like white Gatorade? I only drink water. What a question. Interesting question. An odd way to go out. Your Storm deck like this. I think I'm gonna draw a mulligan this. I'll be playing Flusterstorm over the Orvars. And thinking about this hand, I think I put back the Asmo actually. Just the red man is kind of tough here. I think I back the Finale. Yeah, you don't sideboard Fire Ice. Never sideboard Fire Ice. Boseiju the sideboard is way better than Alpine Moon. Scavenging Goose is not a playable card. Don't play Scavenging Goose. If you're worried about burn, you can play some Weather the Storms, but don't. Scavenging Goose is not playable in Modern. Okay, probably up against a scam. Scavenging Goose is okay in Yawgmoth. It's fine in Yawgmoth. It's also like the worst card in the 75, but it's not horrible there. It's not good just like in these fair decks. Even if you have the Wilderness Reclamation and use it as a mana sink, you don't even have that much green mana. Yeah, oh yeah, you get Kihira if you cut the 1 of Snapcaster. The Snapcaster's not even good, you know what I mean? Okay, they take the cookbook. Makes me really regret. Okay, now I really wish I put back Asmo instead of Finale. So punished. Scavenging Goose is way worse than Basic Forest. People act like Basic Lands are bad. Basic Lands are great. They're so good. Well, Ragavan sucks. I would not play Manufacturer. What in the world is Sticky Fingers, though? What in the world is Sticky Fingers? Enchantment Aura. Whenever this creature does combat damage, make a treasure token. When enchanted creature dies, draw a card. Yeah, not for this deck. Not for this deck. No! Damn it! I meant to make a food, not sack a food. Oh, sorry. Obviously, I meant to click the goose. Oh, that was so bad. A lot of misclicks today, I guess. That being said, we have 3 more life now. I think we're still gonna win easily. Okay, good. No. Yeah, one misclick deserves another. One misclick. A player. Easy peasy. Unexisted, 22 months, thank you. Suggest Overgrown Tomb. I don't think you want the Overgrown Tomb. We're fine, we're fine. I think we should have played the Forest and held Foothills so that next turn we can cast Asmo after making Construct and fetching Cookbook. Yeah. I agree. What would you say this deck is currently in need of the most? I don't know, dude. We're 33 and 7. It's hard to feel like the deck is like really lacking much at the moment. I made this mistake a bunch where like I played the red source thinking I need to Asmo next turn, and I actually need to hold it instead. It's not the first time I've made this mistake. What have the losses been to? I mean, I don't know. It's been 40 matches, but it's also like most of the losses like have been been matches we've beaten other times. Like one of the losses is Rakdos, one of them is Prowess. We're like 1-1 in against Yawgmoth, and so it's like I don't know. But this is another thing too. It's like just because you've lost to a deck, you've lost a matchup or whatever, that does not mean you need to make changes either. Like every deck is gonna be losing to some things, and I think that if you're winning as much as we're winning right now, you're really not you're not needing or wanting to reinvent the wheel by changing things to compensate for bad matchups or whatever. If my opponent Voidwalker is the Troll King, that's fine. We just Asmo it. Yeah, you're going to lose good matchups. You're also going to win bad matchups. We won bad matchups a couple times. But this is also like I think a very classic problem. You're winning a ton with the deck. Things are going great. And you still, and people in chat still want you to make changes. They still want you to, they're looking for the new updates. They're looking for the new stuff all the time. And like, I understand that to a degree for sure. But like the reality is like, if you make changes to this list, like, you know, you're going to end up sacrificing some of the strengths you have. Like, you're going to make very, very small changes to the deck at this point. Yeah, imagine if we had 3 food here, huh? It's okay, my opponent misclicked too. How many O1 drops and O2 drops were excluded? I would always add O1 drops and O2 drops to the overall record. Every single match we played with this deck has been recorded and streamed. One of them was recorded for Channel Fireball. It's not uploaded yet, but it was recorded. There was one O2 drop, but no. So there was one. It was one O drop, and then so we were 0-1. We were 0-1. And then we were 1-1 in the match against Murktide going to game 3, and I dropped from that league so that I could go and play my LCQ match. And I did not add that one to the record. But obviously there's not like a pile of O1 and O2 drops I just didn't add to the record. That would be just, you know, bad data. Didn't I 5-0 the deck off stream? No. So these are all of the leagues. I remember all of the leagues. Are they gonna Troll King? That'd be fine. All the leagues. So we built the deck on last Friday. We 4-1 that league. Then we play the challenge with the deck on Saturday. We 6-2 the challenge and we 5-0 a league on stream. Then after that we play the last chance qualifier. We 5-0 the last chance qualifier. I believe 1 drop a league. 0-1 drop a league, basically. Hold on. So let's go. Make a food. 0-1 drop a league. 4-1. And then 3-2 Channel Fireball off stream last night. Yeah, so yeah, 4-1 a league. 0-1 a league. 5-0 the last chance. And then 4-1 the last league. 1-0 now. I think that's all of them. Why 0-1 drop? So it was 0-1, and then we were going to game 3, and I dropped that league and dropped that match and dropped the league so I could focus on the last chance and not have my attention divided. And as you can see, I need as little divided attention as I can take. And so there was one match, we were 1-1 in the match, and I just conceded the match and went. I'm not adding that one to the record. Why not write down your results instead of memorizing them? Well, I mean, what good is it going to me to write down the results? Usually, I wouldn't recite this I wouldn't like recite this for y'all. I just happen to have it memorized. You know what I mean? This is not something I really care that much about. You know, exactly which leagues were which record. I just happen to remember. Alright, well, I played the Asmo here to block, so I'll block. Okay, we win game 1 despite our egregious misclick, although my opponent also egregiously misclicked, so even Stevens. My current sideboard plan is in 1 Boseiju, 1 Needle, 1 Lantern, 1 Spellbomb for 3 Goose, 1 Troll King. Do a IRL paper stream. I've done one time. It was honestly like, it was very difficult to manage downtime for the IRL stuff, so I think I'm unlikely to do it again anytime soon. Maybe one day. What was the misclick? They dashed Ragavan on turn 2 and then didn't attack. And then I meant to make a food with Goose and then I sacked a food instead. I see, like, Cabin. Yeah, I wasn't sure about it at first. The Cabin made it in the deck after the challenge run. And I've been very happy with it since then. The Needle is for explosives and Hitotsugu. No, sorry, explosives and Hearse. Wrong Kamigawa card. Do you much Eyelash? Yeah, Eyelash's IRL streams were great. She did such a good job with them. But she seems happier streaming World of Warcraft now, which is good. She was definitely getting really burned out on Magic, I could tell. We can keep this. There's a time where you like Sokuzan Wrenn and Six decks. Yeah, you can't play it here. Can't play it here with the Gingerbread Cabin. I think Belcher is a decent pick for an RCQ coming up. Not really. Maybe it's better than I think. It's just like Murktide is so insanely popular, and Murktide is a tough matchup for Belcher. Yeah, Pharaoh's great. Maybe we should come back one day, but you know, you should only be streaming something if you're having a good time, you know. If I only own 2 finales, what could be a good replacement? Could be Court of Calling. I would probably play more Fables if you have the Fables. I might play Trail of Crumbs instead. Court is interesting. Court is interesting though. I probably wouldn't play more than 1 Court though. Wait, the Belcher question is a Reddit question? Why is that a Reddit question? The Pyrite Spellbomb comes in for Voidwalker. Voidwalker is really good against us, honestly. Doesn't Defense Grid in the sideboard help a ton in the Murktide matchup? I mean, so like, I don't know. This happens a lot where like I'll say a matchup is really bad and players will be like, well, don't you have this sideboard card? Yeah, you have Pact of Negation, you have Veil of Summer, and you can have Defense Grid. It's still a really bad matchup. It's still a really bad matchup, but you can win. You can win your bad matchups. Yeah, Court does get Asmo. Court does get Asmo. Yeah, Voidwalker is really good against the Steelseeker too. At least we're not playing into Hitotsugu. I'm gonna play my Fable this turn. Can take our time. I might leave this back to block our Ragavan here. Belcher has a much better shot to but yeah, again, it honestly, like, if you like are just not that worried about the Murktide matchup as Belcher, you feel comfortable, then Belcher's probably nuts. Belcher's probably nuts. If you're Bob49 also, you should sleep easy at night playing Belcher. Should I play a Green Sun Zenith in place of Finale? You want to play a Green Sun Zenith in place of Finale? You want to cheat? You want to play a banned card of this deck? Get him. Get him out of here. A Green Sun would also be bad because it can't get Asmo. It can only get green creatures. It can only get green creatures. yeah, you like really wouldn't. Yeah, you wouldn't even really want to play it. It's kind of funny. All right, let's just like find 6 lands, Troll King. Yes, I'd like to cheat. Yeah, I'm okay. I'll let you play Green Sun Zenith in this deck, I guess. I guess I'll let you. It's not that good. This isn't so good into the Voidwalker. I really want to find the lands. Maybe I discard the Steelseeker. I don't know. This is kind of tough spot. Sending game next card drawn. I'll sing whatever I reveal here, so I don't forget. Boseiju, who endures? It is a land. Unfortunately, I already have one in play, so I guess I could discard it to the Steelseeker next turn. If we play Green Sun Zenith, I'd play Arbor, but I would also not play Green Sun Zenith because it's banned and I wouldn't cheat, but it also doesn't get Asmo. Okay, Undying the Voidwalker. What are they playing? Wrenn and Six, probably? Is Court a decent budget replacement? I think the first Court's not that bad. It's worse though. It's worse. Japanese finales are cheaper than English ones. Is like a fun little life hack though. I guess I probably should have upkeep discarded this Boseiju. But if I could find like 2 lands off like Cookbook, Drum, just like digging for lands really aggressively here. Can hardcast the Troll King next turn, start copying Troll King maybe. There's a land, awesome. I guess I could hold this Boseiju. I could hold this Boseiju so that I could just legend rule if I need to. I guess that's fine. I can also channel it. Kind of feel like we're about to get furied. Yeah, there's not that many Japanese finales. I don't know. I bought a playset recently for like 25 each, which is, you know, still a lot for a card like Finale, but cheaper. Okay, so let's try to find an Asmo, I guess, or Finale. Get a Scry here, Surveil, whatever. Saga into the hand is good. So now I need to think, do I want to sack a food to draw a card? I think yes. Sorry, not draw a card, gain 3 life. Okay, I could also discard this Troll King. I could discard the Troll King. I think I'm close enough to hard casting. I'm not going to discard the Troll King right now. Okay. So they have 6, 10 damage in play. Don't discard Troll King. I mean, I'm okay if they cast it. Yeah, 11 with the Wrenn. So I'm pretty forced to gain 3 life again. Yeah, we've hard cast some Troll Kings today. Why not cast King? King costs 6 mana. We have 5 mana. That's the main reason. Not going down with the Wrenn is interesting. Would I say this is the breakout deck for Troll King? I probably would say that, yeah. I would say that seems somewhat accurate. Doth your problem? Is Sanctifier good versus or mildly annoying? I'd say Sanctifier is more just like a little, you know, less problematic than the Voidwalker. Still an issue. Okay, I think I actually have to discard this Troll King and gain life anyways. Since I'm going to be going make a Saga token equip next turn probably, and I need the extra life to not die to the Voidwalker. Just draw another Troll King. Easy. Got played in the original green-black food, that deck fell off. Yeah, I mean, exactly. I mean, like, the original green-black food deck was, and I don't use this word lightly, mid. Okay, so if I block the Fury and they, and I discard the Troll King to keep the Construct alive, they can just ping it, so I probably don't discard the Troll King here. Use that word very lightly. How dare you. Isn't that word literally supposed to be used lightly? It's supposed to, and then it's like overused. There is nothing more painful in this life than walking past a group of tweens and they say that your outfit is mid. And then they snicker hurtfully. There's nothing could be more painful in this life. That's awesome, David. Sounds like I'm speaking from experience. No comment. Yeah, and then they say your archetype is cringe. Okay. I guess it's true that getting like 1 loyalty off the Wrenn and Six is like really nice here. I think I'm just gonna block like this though. I don't think I'm gonna discard. Okay, now I'm gonna discard. Max punished, I guess. Ryan, thank you for the 15 months. Thank you. Well played by our opponent. Three cards in their hands. If they can't kill this next Saga token, we're in pretty good shape. Have some good draws too. Too bad I can't get Pyrite Spellbomb to kill this Voidwalker also, because now it has 3 toughness. That's the main reason you have the Spellbomb in the deck, is to be able to do that. This could give me a Gingerbread Cabin. I'd probably still get Pyrite Spellbomb. I could Needle Wrenn and Six. The problem with that is I have more Wrenn and Sixes in my deck. How many more Wrens do I have? I have 2. I'll get the Pyrite Spellbomb. I can poke the Wrenn if I need to. Lantern redraw. Pyrite Spellbomb can also be a redraw. I think you just get the Spellbomb here. Yeah, I cut the research desk. This I would maybe get desk here if I had it. Although it's bad against the Voidwalker though. I haven't really missed the desk too much. I do still like desk, but like, you know, we're at the point where you can play desk, you can play Ragavan, you can play Fable. No matter what changes you make to the deck, all these cards can be good enough to make the list. But you just have to, you know, find the best 75. And I feel like at the time of making this comment, I feel like the list right now feels very clean. Feels very clean. Spellbomb good enough without a way to recurrent. Yeah, like the fact that this just kills Sanctifier and Voidwalker is really important. Mostly Sanctifier. If Cottage is in the deck, you have hidden lethal next turn. The best kind of lethal. Goodbye, Voidwalker. Thin, but is equipping next turn to play around Bolt. Overthinking. I'm not dead to Bolt because I can crack a. They got Mutt for Mutt. But I have Springleaf Drum plus land here, so I can still crack a food if I need to, because I can get food off of this. Yeah, I guess they're just desperate for a removal spell. Yeah. So killing the Mutt with the Pyrite Spellbomb to be able to like unearth it on my turn is kind of interesting. And I would have to do that right now. But then I run the risk of the Wrenn and Six embleming. So I feel like I'm just supposed to Pyrite Spellbomb this now. And then, like, that basically just takes the Wrenn out of the game. Could kill the Voidwalker. I could kill the Voidwalker. I think I want to be able to attack my opponent next turn, though. I don't want to have to attack the Wrenn. If I just target this Wrenn, I just get to attack them twice, which is good. Been a good game so far. Been a really good match. No embarrassing misclicks so far this game. Famous last words. I mean, I'm basically locked into getting Asmo. Very good draw. I also think I should discard for a food instead of playing this. Dingo! Welcome to all the Dingo Dongos. Hope you're doing well today. Okay, so do I activate Asmo, kill Voidwalker, Construct shrinks down to 7/7, trample lifelink. Yes, because I get to go kill this, and then I can sack this cookbook to get back my Asmo. And the construct will be only a 6/6. That should be fine. Do I have another cookbook in the deck? I do have one more, yeah. Dingo Leanies? That's pretty good, yeah. I like Dingo Bingo. Gingalini is really good. Is this deck the new Splitter Twin? Yes. Remember Chef's Kiss? Yeah, I remember. I want to cast Chef's Kiss before I die. That's my one goal. Cast a Chef's Kiss. Is this Jund? Depends on how like loosely you want to define Jund. Because this deck is green, black, and red cards, but the black card is like not really a card you cast very often, and you don't have any black lands in the deck. No, this is Patrick. They're pretty unlikely to have a second bolt in their hand because I was at 6 last turn. I think second bolt would have probably targeted me. Yeah, Asmo is also black. That's true. So I don't really want to... Yeah, I mean, we can go... Okay, so let's go... Discard Mutt. Make a food token. Cast Asmo. With activation available. And then I think I discard the cookbook to the Mutt. See what we draw. Okay, not too bad. So I attack with everything. I have 8/8 trample that they have to put at least 3 toughness in front of, and then they also have to block the Mutt. So if they put Fury in front of Mutt, and then they trade Mutts, it's fine. Amy, thank you all the raids today. Thank you all the Amazonians. We've been playing this green-red food deck a bunch lately. We're currently 33-7 with it, with the Mox Showcase Challenge, Pro Tour Mox Qualifier thing coming up this Saturday. So thank you. Could you run Rocco instead of Devastation? You could play Rocco. The mana gets a lot worse with it, but that could be a good budget option if you like. Finale is still $35 for some crazy reason. Why not have at least one black mana deck to cast Daredevil? You do. You have Springleaf Drum, you have Gilded Goose, you have Fable of the Mirror Breaker Treasure Token. My preferred way to play. Not as flashy, but it gets the job done. MTG Arena is not predatory. You have golden packs? I take it back. Okay, we're on the draw against Ragavan. Amy's preview card, Ragavan. Amy's son. I feel like I'm always on the draw when they have the Ragavan. So it goes. We've been on the draw a lot against turn 1 Ragavans and, you know, been winning anyways lately. Finale is $11 at Haruru. I literally ships to USA in like 5 days. So that's crazy. I bought mine for more than that, Japanese ones, but that sounds like a good tip. Can make $1 an hour? Maybe you can. Yeah, you used to be able to make more. Back when I was, you know, broke and barely able to pay bills, Magic Online was like a legitimate like second income stream for me, and that was before they announced Arena. I would make like $500 to $700 a month. But I would play a lot. But I was going to be playing a lot anyways. And then Arena being announced crashed the Magic Online economy. It was very dramatic. You can play the Fable this turn. Maybe Mutt plus Goose is better because I get the double spell. Next turn I was going to go Goose plus Saga activation. Yeah, apparently Finale just like goes in every green EDH deck, and I hear there's a lot of people that play EDH. What is this EDH? Yeah, I at DreamHack Atlanta, I was calling it Edha. Edha. I got one laugh. Dude, this Ragavan is just exiling my cookbooks. That's I need those in the deck. I could get away with 2 left in the deck, I guess. Alright, I think we're losing this game. Was the one laugh itself? No comment, no comment. This game, if I had drawn perfectly and my opponent had drawn poorly, I could have won. We actually still can win here. But it's not over. Basically, this Asmo has to live so we can use it to kill the Murktide next turn. Because we can get another cookbook, our last cookbook, off of the Saga, and then the Gilded Goose will give us 4 treasures to kill their Murktide. Okay, never sack your treasure for a consider end of turn. Never sack your treasure for a consider end of turn. There's no point. You will have more information on what to do with your consider, or maybe you'll get to trigger a Dragon Rage's Channeler, maybe you'll get to trigger a Ledger Shredder if you wait. But there's no reason to cast it end of turn in that spot. Could have played Bird to Chump. That's true, yeah, but you get more. This gives me enough food to kill the Murktide next turn. I can maybe chump this next turn though. So best case scenario, we find another Asmo. We're not living in the best case timeline. So how do we feel about not making a Saga token so I can cast Fable, casting Gilded Goose, getting a second cookbook, putting a Troll King into play with the plan to chump block the Goose with the Murktide Regent? It's probably just better. It's probably better to make a Saga token. Yeah, probably better to make a Saga token. Then play the Fable. Game 2. I mean, we're literally just not dead here. You know what I mean? Put Troll into play with Shadowspear. I could cast a Shadowspear and equip it next turn, but I need them to not have another removal spell. That's going to be step 1. They have 3 cards in their hand and they've used 2. Not great if they have counterspell. I mean, yeah, I can't beat much, but I can, you know, there's like a non-zero amount of things I can beat here. We're at the very least not in concession mode. And what's cool is like you can, I don't know, I've been beating Murktide a lot. We're like 6-0 against it or something. 6-0-1 really. But, like, you could lose the die roll, get, like, your first 2 spells countered, then have a turn 1 Ragavan, the fast Murktide, and you're still just, like, playing Magic against them because the matchup is pretty good, which is cool. Yeah, no Reach King, huh? Again, dead to a removal spell. They have 3 cards in their hand. It's maybe Charm or Borrower. Okay, they petty theft the construct instead of the goose. Missing lethal, but they may find lethal anyways. What do you think of the green-black insect deck that popped up? It was very cool. That's like the coolest looking deck I've seen in a while. I didn't think it was like very good though. Okay, they played an islet. Let's see them sacrifice that islet. Okay, they've once again just not presented lethal, so they're really milking this, I guess. Okay, we're alive. We need a Asmo though next turn, and I can't even get another cookbook because Ragavan got rid of 2 of them. So I don't even I don't think we have outs, which is so frustrating. Yeah. Okay, to game 2 we go. So my current sideboard plan is in 1 Pithing Needle to name explosives, 3 endurance, and 4 minus, 3 goose, 1 troll king. Click submit. I'm going to also get some water real quick. I'll be right back. Okay, we get to be on the play for game 2. An absolute delight. We have to mulligan. No greater pain in the world. Very reasonable hands. We're putting back either... Am I putting back the Wrenn? The Wrenn is so good in this hand. Every card is so good. It's either the Wrenn or the Endurance, I think. I think you have to keep the Mutt. I think you have to keep the Finale over Wrenn or Endurance. I think you have to keep all the lands. So I think it's the Endurance. What do you see as the main problem with the Black-Green Insect deck? Okay, so the main problem with the Black-Green Insect deck is all of your cards are bad. That's if I could say one thing is a problem with that deck, every single card in that deck is bad except Grist. And Grist is nuts, and you only have 4 Grists. No, this record is way above average. You know, all we do here is brew and try to find competitive strategies, and we find good brews pretty often. This is one of the best records of all time with a new deck. And we're doing it with a goofy uncommon Steelseeker. I have people have been boarding out Pierce against me, I think, because I just haven't been pierced very much. So I'm going to be just jamming the Wrenn here. And then next turn I can go Finale for Asmo into Mutt. Or Mutt into Finale, I guess. I guess Mutt first is better to play around Spell Pierce. And Mutt. Okay, Asmo in the hand. Okay, I think I'm supposed to go... Mutt, discard Foothills. Cast Asmo, cast Cookbook. Pick up the Wooded Foothills and be able to discard it to the Cookbook. You know, Wrenn and Six, you know, beyond just being a great card with Urza Saga, whatever, just being able to put cards in the hand to loot away or discard is really important in this deck. When I play Mutt, what I refer to as Athena or Lucy. Scrapwork Mutt is definitely a Lucy. Is definitely a Lucy and not an Athena. Where Athena is a beautiful, graceful husky that is very, very quiet and calm and refined. And Lucy is, you know, a scrappy sewer dog that looks just like this. Lucy was so funny last night. So we're dog sitting and Lucy is dying because she's getting 0.75 as much attention as she usually does. So she's losing it, and she's crawling on top of the couch. She's crawling on top of the couch to get back and forth between me and Esther, and she keeps stepping on Athena and stepping on the dog we're watching, Oso, to get to me and Esther, and they stop stepping on me. And she's being so careful, and it's just not working. And she's just going back and forth, crawling on top of the couch. Huskies are never quiet. Athena is dead quiet. She doesn't howl. She doesn't scream. She doesn't bark. She doesn't cry. She is a perfect husky. Huskies are either completely silent or they scream and howl and then cry and everything. But Athena is very quiet. And also, I'm very proud of Athena. She's sweet too. Most huskies are not really... that affectionate. Athena is a very sweet dog. She doesn't whine. No, Athena will only whine when Lucy steps on her, and only a little bit. Other than that, she just makes no sound. Just a quiet dog. Okay, so I think I'm supposed to go... They have no cards in their hand. I don't need to really worry too much. Finale for 0. Put an Asmo into play. Get a cookbook, discard the cookbook, kill the ledger shredder, and have the ability to make a Saga token with the drum and the Asmo. Yeah, she's a really, really good dog. She's a really, really good dog. Lucy's really good too. And like one thing about Athena is most dogs don't like her. Most dogs don't like her, but Lucy really likes Athena, which is great. I'm so proud of both of them. And then the dog we're watching, Oso, is okay. he's a good boy. He's kind of nervous. I can only see one non-affectionate husky. Yeah, I've lived with a couple of huskies that were roommates of mine that were really very much not affectionate to anyone. But Athena's sweet, but she's not like clingy and cuddly most of the time. But she'll just like lean up on you and like, you know, be content being pet and, you know, just be happy. But she's not like super. She's not as cuddly as Lucy. Okay, good hand. Yes, turn 1 Ragavan definitely concerning, but this hand is better than our first hand that we had when we had to face a turn 1 Ragavan earlier. I'm going to get a basic forest here with Blood Moon considerations. I'll just probably go ahead and main phase a food token also. Kind of want them to Blood Moon me here, because then I can just go Wrenn and Six, kill the Ragavan that can Boseiju the Blood Moon. Oh, I would have loved to draw the Troll King. Get my wish. Perfect! Perfect. I've never been so happy to be turn 2 Blood Mooned. Just like them tapping out and I have the Boseiju for the Blood Moon is just... love it. I've literally never been happier to be turn 2 Blood Moon on the draw. Would have preferred to keep the Wrenn, but that's okay. Can't have it all. Rolling in the deep. Oh, let's take a turn. Oh no, sorry. I was thinking that I could Steelseeker and play Shadowspear and trigger here, but I need to use the Boseiju on the Blood Moon. I need to use the Boseiju on the Blood Moon, so I don't have the luxury of getting Steelseeker value right now. Yeah, I know my opponent's missing lands, but like I have to play the Saga. My hand has 2 Sagas. Summon, 5 months, thank you. Is it correct to not bring a Blood Moon against me? I mean, we're an Urza Saga deck, so, and Saga's, you know, a big part of my deck's game plan. So I would play it against me, but it's not like 3 mana win the game. It is like a 3 mana. It's like, you know, you have no Blood Moons, or no, so you have no Urza Sagas, which is like, you maybe don't want to have more than 1 or 2, maybe just 1. Is it worth holding Shadowspear for extra secret trigger? I think I just want to use my mana because I have a lot of things to use my mana on here. Eliza, 22 months, thank you. Welcome back. Good Sam with the 5. Okay, Odawara. And if they Murktide here, it is a 6/6. You always love to see a 6/6 Murktide instead of a 7/7 because you can kill with Asmo. However, we don't currently have an Asmo. Does the Sultai version just take multiple turns to beat him up with Saga tokens? I think so. I think that's the plan. Oh, okay, so maybe they're holding Murktide so they can try to make it a 7/7. Definitely seems like they're just like holding up Counterspell this turn, so I'm going to be really content to just make a Saga token, and very notably my Saga token is going to be a 7/7 and outside of Unholy Heat range. Maybe you should be a little worried about Dress Down. Is there gameplay of the Sultai one floating around? I played a league last Friday with it. I went 4-1. Not with Steelseeker, but I'm going to play test it with Steelseeker tonight. I don't think my editor uploaded that one, but maybe I missed it. Maybe I missed it. Okay, the Ledger Shredder, feeling great about that. Feeling good about that. Is there way less prismatic ending in the format? Yeah, with the Yorion ban and Obnath, like, kind of, you know, falling off plus L plus ratio plus get a new companion, there's definitely a lot less prismatic ending. It's really, like, mostly just blue-white and a few other decks that play it. We love when you do brew streams. I know you guys love when I do brew streams, but it's also, like, I like to keep them few and far between. And this one specifically, I want to do some playtesting off stream. Okay, so let's go. Floated mana. If I make a Saga token this turn, I'll just make it with this one, so I get the extra Steelseeker trigger. Get a... Oh, I think I'm gonna needle... Engineered Explosives. One of my losses, I could have won if I just named the explosives, and I didn't, and I have lived the rest of my life regretting it. Ooh, Lucy is joining us. We can keep it on top. I think I'm going to Graveyard. And then I'm going to main phase this activation because I could put a Troll King in the graveyard to return here. I'm playing into Dress Down a bit, but Dress Down's good. Oh, yes! Never mind, baby. This was right the whole time. Most people remove Kroxa with the Scam deck. I would basically always play one Kroxa. I'd basically always play one Kroxa and Scam. Sometimes more. And we have Lucy joining us today. Although Lucy, we don't have the record when Lucy's here. She's so good. Just literally the sweetest dog in the world. She even opens the door to come in. Equip Shadowspear to play around Dress Down. I think that's a fine line too. Let me scoot Lucy closer. Yes, Lucy! Lucy! What kind of dog is Lucy? She's like a pit bull, mutt, scrappy sewer dog. Yeah, she's the Scrapwork Mutt. It feels like we just got her, but we've really had her for a few months now. She's so good. I love her more every day. She's just a real treasure. Is that a chair? It's a chair. I got the chair for Athena, but she was like a little too big for it. Okay, I'm going to play around Dress Down by not making a Saga token with this Saga. I don't think I wanted an Endurance here. Would not be the worst. Would not be the worst. I'm going to equip the Shadowspear onto the Feasting Troll King. Let's make 2 food now. Is Lucy fully grown? She's like a little over a year. She maybe has like a little bit more growing to do. She was also super skinny when we got her, and her fur was all gross, but now she's like really filling out and her fur is pretty healthy, so I'm hoping she gets like a little bigger. So what do we lose to here? Borrower? If they have Borrower, they still have to chomp. 3-0 so far this league. We are 7-1 on the day. Okay, so let me get the record. On the draw. On the draw, I think I'll take a mulligan here. Yeah, I think Doomake played this on stream last night. Let's put back a cookbook. We'll get cookbooks off the finale. I mean, I've been making a lot of mistakes, so it's hard to say I'm 35-7 because I'm a god gamer. Oh, I haven't played against Hammer in a while. Hammer's a pretty good matchup. You have a lot of the Asmos are really good against them, and your Disenchants are really good against them too. Double Giver is pretty good. And Sigard's Aid. On the play, also, let me take an L game 1. Both of our draws for turn have been Gilded Geese. Is Seeker a must-kill card? Yeah, you really can't let that one hang around. I think I'll leave this food in play. Why is Asmo 6 damage and out 5 or 7? I don't know. I never really thought about it. Good question. Yeah, like, maybe the, I don't know. Oh, right, because Lord of the Pit. Yeah, Asmo serves. It is cool how there's a reason. Asmo serves the Lord of the Pit, and the Lord of the Pit is a 7/7. So Asmo is not going to kill, her Lord. Okay, so I think I'm going to wait to just cast 2 geese next turn to have 2 extra foods, and I just need my opponent to not have a hammer, or we're gonna die. Okay, they just don't have it. Okay, let's tap one of the givers. This giver specifically. Whoa, man, we're getting some free beans lately. What can I say? $35-7, by the way. I can block the Ink Buff Nexus, so I don't need to like really be too worried here. Yeah, nothing they could have done. Can get a Steelseeker next turn if we want. Oh, whoops. Yeah, sorry, I meant to attack. Doesn't really matter. A little bit of lag there. Actually, faster to win if we don't attack. So that's pretty good. We even have 1 extra sideboard card in this matchup now. Yeah, so I have been cutting. Usually cut the Troll Kings, and then I think you cut the Fables, and then you cut the Springleaf Drum, and then Mutt 4, Goose 4. I think is the current plan. Bamzing posted who's all the showcase qualifier. Okay, there are 34 players in the tournament this weekend. All of them very talented, very cool, very handsome. Ice9, big fan, let's go. Okay. 34 players in this tournament this Saturday. First place takes all, I believe. First place is a Pro Tour invite and Mox invite. Or like Mox showcase thing. I don't think it's the Mox main event. I think it's like one of them though. You cut spear, not drum. Oh no, I meant to cut spear. I meant to cut spear. Says spear cuts drum. What did I actually do? Yeah, I meant to cut the spear. I meant to cut spear. We're on a mull to 6 here with a bad hand. I think I can keep on 6. I have the Boseiju, so I can go turn 2 Saga, channel Boseiju. I have the Ovalchase Daredevil and Saga for Cookbook. Sarinth Spellbomb, because removal is good. You can get removal from Saga. Yes, but also Spellbomb specifically answers Sanctifier and Vec, which has protection from red. So you can't kill it with Asmo, so you need to kill with Spellbomb. What does this hand do besides Saga? You have Boseiju on turn 2. I mean, I would mull this on 7. On 5, on the draw, I think it's fine. Obviously, drawing a land on turn 1 stinks, but... And the, drawing 2 lands in a row, I'd, snap mulligan or whatever. Ooh, Boseiju. Is 4 Saga pretty important? Yeah, you can't really play the deck without Saga. And it's like either keep this hand or mull to 5. We have some good 5s, but Again, you know, no. I can't really Boseiju right now. We have some good 5s, but if I know my top 2 cards are lands, I'm like, obviously mulliganing. If they have another hammer, we just lose right now. Alright, well that went as bad as possible, but last game went as well as possible. We get to be on the play for game 3. Okay, this is how I meant to sideboard. Everybody, people in chat seem confused, so I think I spoke it wrong, but I want to have 1 drum, I want to have 1 spellbomb, I want to have a needle, I don't want the lantern, I don't want the Shadowspear. Yeah, you gotta love hammer, huh? What can you sub for Wrenn? I have all rags no Wrenn. You can play more Fable the Mirror Breaker, you can play 2 Trail of Crumbs. I would probably play 2 Trail of Crumbs for Fable, and that would be fine. Yeah, you can play a Loam also. Like, the first Loam would be fine. But if you have 2 Wrenns, or if you have, like, you know, some Wrenns, then play... If you have some Wrenns, don't play any Loams, probably. But you can play, like, the first 1 or 2 Loams pretty easy. Loam is pretty good with Cookbook, because, like, you pick up a lot of cards to discard, too. Your discard outlets. See what they get on turn 1. But I probably have to discard on turn 1 so that I can have an Asmo activation up next turn. So let's discard the cabin. It's a good draw. Trash for treasure and food. I mean, we've played a lot already of the trash for treasure food deck we were working on. Yeah, looting would be really nice. It's fine. Relic effects are really just like not that good against us, to be honest. They're not that bad either. But here I can just like needle and then... They probably just pop the relic. Manly with the 3-pack. If you post a good chat, I can take a look. Could you play food with affinity like Thoughtcast Thought Monitor? I've tried that in the past. You can build a deck that way. My biggest issue is that food is an archetype that usually has to mulligan pretty aggressively because a lot of times you have like missing pieces, you know what I mean? And then the problem is Affinity is a deck that does not mulligan very well. Okay, I'm actually gonna Boseiju their Saga since I don't, if they boarded in Relic, I really don't want to let them Saga for Relic, or sorry, Needle. And so if that's the case, I'll just get rid of the Saga now. This is obviously way worse if they just like naturally draw the Needle, but that's not super likely because it's just 1. Okay, deck for Manly. Give me like 1 second on this. Like to take your take on Thopter Sword. Yeah, Thopter Sword with Steelseeker is interesting. Okay, now I drew the Saga. I'm regretting my previous my Alpine Moon, my previous decision, but this is still very fine. I guess I should upkeep Attack the Giver. Maybe I should just hold all my activations. Yeah, I think holding all my activations plays around Inkmoth the best. Yeah, we can name Inkmoth. I'm gonna make a Saga token instead of casting the Alpine Moon here. Alright, 4-0. 4-0 this league. Deck is just killing it. We're 8-1 on the day. This hand's very good. We're on the play. Feeling great. Can you teach me how to beat this deck with Murktide? I haven't. I like straight up have not lost to Murktide. Oh, beat this deck with Murktide. I don't know, Giglio. I am like 7-0-1. Like I dropped at 1-1 to go play a showcase match, but play more engineered explosives. Play the 3-mana sweeper, the Brothers War sweeper. Wooded Foothills. I don't know that my opponent is playing counter magic, so I'll just jam this Finale. Oh, sorry, I was supposed to play my fetch lands. Not a huge deal, but... Yeah, Splash for Hidetsugu Consumes All. Although today, we beat an opponent who cast 2 Hidetsugu Consumes All against me. It was awesome. And like, they still did, like, other stuff, too. Maybe there's Scape Shift. Yeah, Scape Shift or Creativity is currently what I'm suspecting here. Still could be either, probably more likely Creativity. What's the worst matchup? I don't know. I've kind of, like, I think every single deck I've lost to I've also beaten. But, you know, Karn the Great Critter decks, big mana decks, combo decks, these are really the things to fear, I suppose. We got our one loss today is Belcher. And we even like it was a really cool match, but it's a little bit of a heartbreaker. Oh no, sorry. This is I should have Troll Kinged, obviously. I meant to discard the Troll King, just kind of autopiloting a little bit. As soon as I discarded, I'm like, I knew, oh no, and then really needed that pressure. Maybe sacking a Food for Life here is good. I think I can probably chill. Also Wrenn. No, I plus the Wrenn, I thought. No, I didn't plus the Wrenn. Damn it, I don't know. Sorry, chat. Lots of... too much talking, not enough focusing. I could hardcast the Troll King, actually, but it's better to play Fable, I guess. Sorry. Yeah, Troll King is worse, a lot worse when you don't put it into play. Yeah, definitely gonna prioritize being over 18 life. We have lethal also with the Wrenn and Six ping. We can beat a Dwarven Mind blocker. Guess I just sack a Goose. Tap Goose for mana. Yeah, so we win if my opponent doesn't have anything here, which is crazy after just like missing like 7 damage next turn. Definitely don't mind that draw, not that it really matters that much. Shadowspear is kind of cool. Saga is kind of cool. So we had 13 without the Shadowspear. This is also like one more point if we... I don't know. We'll see what happens. I don't know what they can really have here. Like if they Dwarven Mine, we just kill the Dwarven Mine token. So they have to have bolts. But I don't feel like they have a bolt. Alright. Let's miss 7 damage. Went pretty easy anyway. Although this matchup is probably pretty bad. The Alpine Moon is going to help. The Alpine Moon is definitely going to help. The Boseijus can get some work in, but probably not as much as you really need. I'll definitely play it like at least 2 Boseijus. Let's do 3. Let's do 3. And I think in this matchup you can kind of land when you bring in these 2 Boseijus. You're not channeling them all the time. We can cut like Goose 4 and a Fable. Maybe I just need to be fast on the draw. I'll cut both Fables. I've been cutting both Fables a lot today, actually. I like that this hand has a fast Troll King. I do think that that's a pretty important thing in this matchup, so we'll keep this. What's it? The mold is 6. Orvar, they're not playing creativity, they're just Scape Shift. The Fables have been unimpressive. I mean, they're fine. I do feel like they're good in the deck. I'm pretty happy with 2 copies at the moment. To be honest, I feel like a little bit vindicated from all the 5 heads on Twitter. Only 3 fables, but I'm pretty happy with only 3 at the moment, or only 2. And again, I've been cutting a lot post board. In my opinion, Wrenn, Mutt, and Fable are worse. How could you say that about Mutt? Mutt is broken. Wrenn is also really good. I don't know. I think the whole deck's great. I agree Mutt's better than Fable. I have 4 Mutt, 2 Fable right now. I mean, Fable's really good in the deck. It's like has lots of good stuff to copy, lots of good stuff to loot away. It has artifact synergies in the deck too. I think Fable's great. Like I'm happy with like the first 2 copies. I would not be upset to play more. But this is also like the case too. Like in any of like there's like lots of reasonable cards to play. There's lots of are they creativity? They showed us Valakut, so maybe they're creativity Titan. Again, there's lots of reasonable cards to play. And I think finding the right 75 is tricky for sure. But I think like when there's like discourse about this deck right now, there's a lot of like this card is terrible, this card is great, this card is mid, but everything is reasonable. Ragavan or more Fables or really I guess just like playing more Ragavans or more Fables, but it's all gonna be fine. There's really not like a terrible way to build a deck in my opinion. Can this deck be considered tier 1? Well, the only tier 1 decks are decks that are like very popular and the format is like kind of, warped around or built around beating them. Dude, Bitter Reunion with Titan creativity, that's actually really cool. Although if I have an Asmo with 2 foods next turn, I can kind of... Do I think Steelseeker is bannable? Let's go! What a chat. Do you think Steelseeker is bannable? Wow, I love to see that. No though. Not like really even close. Was it worth Sorcery speeding the contract to not have discard Wrenn and Six? Yeah, maybe. Just too good. I love to see that chat though. Ban the Troll King instead. Okay, so one thing is I really feel like I have to finale for Asmo this turn, otherwise I'm going to maybe get got by a hasty Titan with these Bitter Reunions, because that's like, pretty clearly my opponent's plan. So I think I'm forced to Springleaf Drum. Although maybe I could possibly get I could have got a cookbook actually and just like been confident that I would find a green source off the Steelseeker, maybe. Oh, I didn't find one off the first 2 looks, but I would have had 2 more looks also. So I'm not sure. Well, I haven't had it land at all. Another Troll King in the yard. Got the Asmo activation available. I'm just going to send both at my opponent here. Don't think I need to worry too much about the Wrenn emblem right now. Should you finale before Steelseeker triggers? I think if you're looking for a land, it's fine to just trigger first. So if the creativity X equals 2, I can kill one of the 2 things and stop and only let them have 1 Titan enter. If the creativity X equals 1 with the ability to... I could just Asmo in response to that too.
What's up? It's me, your friend Aspiring Spike.
Okay, just more bitter reunions. Hard to be upset with that. So presumably they're going to make one more blocker here with a Dwarven Mine token. They shock in the Blood Crypt down to 8 life. I'm kind of surprised to see that. Goodbye, Lucy. Okay. This is fine. I mean, they're dead if they don't have an answer to my constructs. So presumably they have another Terminate or something, I guess. There's the lands. I think I'm making another construct. Don't really see myself doing much else with my mana. Okay, so I have one cookbook here. I mean, I'll just keep that in the library, then put this into play. So I can channel Boseiju to kill a reflection. Don't think this Wrenn ultimate does that much. I mean, they had to terminate. But I think I'm just supposed to... Well, if I channel this, I get to keep more Asmo activations available for, like, Titans. So, okay, let's operate under the presumption that my opponent has a terminate. They're going to terminate my construct. Sin Golem face Asmo to Wrenn. I guess channeling gives them a dwarf. That's true. That's true. So like channeling doesn't even remove a blocker, so we'll just kill this with here. They can give haste to make another blocker. If they do that, I could just kill the other blocker. Jones got the gifted sub. Thank you. Oh, whoops. Yeah. So I should have gone the Asmo at the Wrenn. I meant to and spaced a bit. I kind of get the feeling though that they just messed up and dead. I don't really have any like evidence to support that. I don't have enough force in play to trigger Cabin. Okay. Well, I was wrong about my feeling. I don't. So they can Rimblum and then they can terminate like twice, which is not ideal. Yeah. Sorry, it was bad. Obviously, should have attacked the Wrenn. I totally meant to, and I even said I was going to do it, and then spaced. Kill a black source in response to emblem. No, I guess I should have. I could have just been saying I had to do it on my turn, but they have like a Jund Triumph to get, and they just float the mana if I respond right now. Okay. So I guess I'm going to kill this Goblin Shaman now. It's kind of fine. It's kind of fine. I should have attacked the Wrenn, but don't know if we're gonna get that punished. You can only get troll back at source or on your turn. So presuming my opponent can only terminate once, we can attack them for 4 and then just ping them. Yeah, I mean I've definitely played I've made a lot of mistakes so far today. But, you know, one good sign that your deck is really good is you can make a lot of mistakes and your deck is really powerful and well positioned. And you win anyways. So we'll try to not make those mistakes in the challenge this weekend. Don't think that does much. I'm mostly just looking for my 1 of Alpine Moon. That's like the only card I think I can really keep on top. They're dead to Mutt. I mean, they're dead to the Wrenn and Six ping too. I guess I could Mutt. Well, Mutt would be good, but I would just put that in the yard, obviously. MOC stands for Magic Online Championship Series. It's a very, very, very competitive tournament. Very, very tough tournament. Oh, sorry. I already have a Mutt in the yard. I missed that I just have a Mutt in the yard. Oh, but I can't Mutt and Wrenn. I can't Mutt and Wrenn. Well, I can, but then I can't attack with the Mutt and attack with everything else. People keep asking me about Bitter Reunion. I don't think the card would be good, so I have not really seriously considered it. It wouldn't be that bad, but again, it's just like the deck. It's not like the deck is missing that much. Basic forest. Do they have Boseiju? They must have Boseiju if they're getting forest here. Tear Asunder. Okay, I didn't see that one coming. They're gonna terminate my Asmo. And then they're going to take 1. Okay, so we're still playing. So I'm going to cast a Mutt, and then if I find exactly Alpine Moon, I'll cast it. Oh. So lucky. Otherwise, I was just gonna go Wrenn and Six ping. But now we can Alpine Moon. We can Alpine Moon Valakut. I guess they can tear asunder. Sorry, I needed to Troll King. I've been making so many mistakes. Esther was here picking up some plates and I got a little distracted. I meant to Troll King. Brain's falling apart here. Sorry, I obviously meant to do the troll. Sorry to all the doubters, I'm teasing y'all, huh? Okay. So presumably they're gonna have 2 removal spells here. Or 2 more removal spells. When does it become Wrenn ping face time? It would have been last turn if we had found the Wrenn. By last time, but we hadn't. I was kind of hoping to find another Mutt this turn, but I guess just hitting them with 1 Mutt is going to be fine. Although I think my opponent's going to just kill both of my Mutts. So let me go Unearth. No, Manufacturer is just not that good if you don't have like Time Sieve or like sack outlets for the tokens, really. It's like not that bad either, but it doesn't do as much as you want. Okay, so I have to kill both of these Mutts. Which presumably they have at least 2 lands in their hand. Okay, so now we go Asmo, Cabin, cast the Wrenn, ping my opponent, bring back 2 Troll Kings. Well, I can bring back 3 Troll Kings if I can, and hold up a Boseiju, which doesn't really do very much, but 3 Troll Kings has got to be better than... Although, how relevant is an... I guess, sorry, an Asmo activation is... maybe more relevant to kill a Titan with haste. Okay, so yet another mistake. But I do think I'm going to only bring back 2 Trolls. Since they can only cast 2 removal spells to retrace anyways next turn. I guess they can cast 3 if they draw a land for turn and they have a land in hand. They have 1 card in their hand. Yeah, but Titan plus haste is just game over. No, it's not, because I have the Valakut. Sorry, I have the Alpine Moon on Valakut. So they can't they shouldn't have enough mana to tear asunder the Alpine Moon, Titan haste, unless they have another Dwarven Mine and a creativity in their hand. But I think I should just bring back the 3rd Troll King. This way I could beat 4 removal spells. I don't think I've ever brought back 3 Troll Kings in a turn. Can also block a Titan attack. Yeah. You see, if they have to deal with the Alpine Moon for the Titan to really be that relevant. Yeah, we made a lot of mistakes this week. I'm also I'm pretty dehydrated, kind of fatigued, didn't sleep that well. I have plenty of excuses. Wait, how do you play Thrill of Possibility and Bitter Reunion? That can't possibly be good. I have a lot of excuses, don't worry. I'll be rested up for tomorrow and for the challenge. Yeah, sun's in my eyes. Okay, open the coffers, Empyrean, and 5-0 anyways. 5-0 anyways. Deck's nuts. Making lots of mistakes and still learning, and getting better at the deck, but 37-7. 37-7. 9-1 on the day. Pretty nuts. Oh, we got a White Plum? That's awesome. And got a White Plum and a Fable today, getting wrenched in the chests.